I know it's been mostly because of the injuries, but you've kind of gone to a 10-man basically rotation, a little down from early season. As guys start coming back, are you going to have to expand the rotation, or are you thinking let's keep it at 10?
It's a good question. It's, it's been a question all year. I mean, we've got really deep roster and a lot of guys to choose from, and in a lot of cases, not a ton of separation. So I think if we find something, we got to stick with it and keep doing that, until we need to change things up. But not easy on the guys because they don't necessarily get, regular minutes and regular substitution patterns. So that's the problem when you're 500. You're searching, and so we've got to try to find a rhythm and a groove, and win a few games in a row, and hopefully stick with what's working.
Hey, Steve. It's been about a month since you've seen the Lakers. That they've made a trade since then. Just what are your thoughts about how Dorian Finney-Smith has fit in, and just how their identity has shifted over the past month?
Yeah, it's they look good. I mean, they've got more size with Dorian and a catch and shoot 3-point shooter. He's shooting the ball really well. It feels like their identity is more solid. They kind of know who they are, and obviously had a great performance the other night against Boston. So I like the trade for them. They look like they're playing at a good level.
Quinten's game the other night, how much does that change? I know you've said you want to get him more time. How much does it sort of change your offense and change the way you approach offense when he's out there? Because he, as you talked about a little bit the other night, he made such a difference in stretching the court.
The beauty of a stretch big is you don't really have to do much. That guy just set screens and pops to the perimeter, and somebody has to follow him, and it opens up the floor, and that's when the offense can really start moving the ball easier. And one of the issues we've had the last few years playing against the Lakers is that Anthony Davis just sits in the middle of the paint, and he's tough to score over. He's one of the best defenders in the world. So it's definitely helpful to have a pick and pop shooter, and Quinten will definitely play tonight. And then you have to anticipate how teams are going to start to guard him, and either switch or put a wing on him, put your center on somebody else, and those are all kind of the game within the game things.
Steve, can't help but notice the hat, and certainly my empathy goes out to everything your family went through. Over the last several weeks, have you had any conversation or contact with JJ Redick, and what it's like to be a head coach and to manage all the things that come across your plate, to do that while having your family lose their home, and what it's like there? Can you give some perspective to that?
Well, he's going through more than I am because he lost his house. My mom lost hers, so hasn't affected my life directly. It's more so just worrying about my mom, and JJ and I have texted a little bit. All the coaches we have a big WhatsApp chat, all 30 coaches in the league, and all the coaches around the league sent us condolence texts, and so we've all communicated, and but I don't know what I haven't talked to JJ in detail about where he's living, what his kids are doing, school, all that stuff. That's a lot, and so he's got a lot more on his plate right now than I do.
To your earlier kind of point about Quinten, how long do you think it will take for defenses to have to adjust to him?
Tonight.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just how it is in the league. It's like you show it once.
You watch the tape, you get ready, you put a game plan together, and again, it's not rocket science what we do, but you move the pieces around, you change matchups, maybe you throw in a zone. There's only a handful of things that you can really do anyway, but you go through all that stuff in your meetings, and so I would anticipate teams will start putting wings on Quinten instead of centers, but we'll see.
You definitely talked. It's so noticeable about Quinten and Steph, obviously the pick and pop, and how happy Steph is to play with that space. I think Quinten got some minutes without Curry. Do you plan on mostly sticking him with Curry, or could you see what he looks like with the second unit?
No, he's great with anybody. Just that pick and pop threat. I mean, Dennis is a very dominant on ball pick and roll point guard. That's kind of how he's played for years, and so I think Quinten can make Dennis's job a lot easier. There was a play the other night where Quinten popped, and Quinten's guy went with him, and Dennis, rejected and got to the got to the rim for a layup, and that was a result of the spacing on the floor. So we'll play him with others and not just Steph. But he's played a couple games. He's played well in both games. We like him a lot. He's tough. He's physical. But not every game's going to go like that. There are definitely going to be tough games ahead. What I like about him, though, is that he's an older rookie, 5 years of college experience. So he's been through some stuff and has a really good base to his game, and he'll play through the inevitable tough times.
Steve, I think today's 3 weeks since Kuminga got injured. The other day we saw him just shooting stationary shots, no basketball shoes, foot still wrapped. How far away is he from coming back? What has he been able to do?
He's not close to coming back, so he was on a bike just now. He's not been on the court in any other capacity other than just shooting stationary shots. So it's going to be some time. Ron?
I guess one follow-up on the hat. I think I read somewhere where Palisades thought he was going to start playing again basketball in like a benefit game. Have you been involved or in touch at all with, I know, your alma mater?
The only thing that I've been involved with is we're trying to get the team, the Pally team, to Staples when we play the Lakers. Whenever I know we play there two times, so we're working on getting the team to the game and getting them a little red carpet treatment, and Jeannie Buss went to Pally as well. So Raymond's actually been in touch with the Lakers and
February 6th.
February 6th, yeah. So
In high school, part of it, and originally you thought it was gone.
yeah.
Survived, right?
The gym survived, yeah, and but the school with all the damage, it's going to be a long time before they can get back to school, and with the toxicity of the air, they can't play games at the gym yet. So, thanks.